also satisfying, Showalter, is the fact that Machado is showing that maturity and that level-headedness, because he is not letting this affect his play in this series.
No.
As we showed you, the homer last night, the homer tonight, made 2 stellar defensive plays, which we always expect from Machado. Steve, I think I've asked you this already this season, but Machado, with his offense and his defense, you think of Nolan Arenado, maybe Josh Donaldson, where do you slot this guy who is about to be a free agent and probably cash in one of the biggest free agent deals in MLB history?
Yeah, you know what's interesting is that when you look around the game, that combination of great defense and great offense, third base is kind of the focal point. The field tips to third base because of Arenado and Donaldson and Manny Machado. I mean, those 3 guys really right there. Chris Bryant, not the same kind of defender, a very good defender, but not the same kind really as Arenado and Machado. They're the 2 separated guys. Machado really could play shortstop. I mean, there's no question in my mind. I don't see any of the other guys being able to make that move over the shortstop position. I mean, look, Machado doesn't walk as much as Donaldson and Arenado. He puts the ball in play a little bit more. But you're looking at, between Arenado and Machado, I think they're the top 2 defense-offense combination, the two-way players in Major League Baseball today. I'd probably give the edge to Arenado. The Coors Field factor may be the thing that gets me over the top, but in the end, they're right there, and this kid's an elite player. And Trout certainly in the mix as well, although I would say that Machado and Arenado's defense even better than Mike Trout in center field.
Well, Steve, I think 3 years ago, being in the DMV, the question would seem ridiculous. Who's better, Harper or Machado? And that question was being asked 3 years ago. But you ask it now, and I know Harper's in the same boat as Machado where they're looking to break the bank here. Can the Orioles afford to let this guy go? Is he now the new, I don't want to say Cal Ripken because nobody will be Cal Ripken, but they can't let him leave Baltimore, can they?
Well, not if I were running the show. But, Peter Angelos is an interesting character as the owner of the team, right? He puts a general manager in the oddest positions of any owner-GM relationship in the game. There are so many restrictions and limitations placed on Dan Duquette that aren't there for other teams. You can't have interest for more than 4 years in a player. They do extend and go a little bit further on Chris Davis. They don't take guys with health histories in the past. But the one thing Peter Angelos has always done, he loves Orioles, right? So if you're a former Oriole or you're from Baltimore, then he has an affinity for those guys. If there's ever a guy for Baltimore other than Cal Ripken, it is Manny Machado, who should be there forever. You just worry that maybe some of the money that should have gone to Machado was given to Chris Davis for the long term, and it may be difficult to tie him up. He wouldn't leave Baltimore if it were me, and I wouldn't be the one who traded him or let him go to free agency. But if he gets to that point, it will be a break bank kind of a number, no question about it.